This is Kyle Juszczyk, and you're listening to Nothing But Niners.
This is Charles Haley. You're listening to Nothing But Niners. This is Charles Haley. You're listening to Nothing But Niners.
So now they've got to start from deep in their end of the field, and Garrison Hurst takes advantage of it. He takes the handoff, swings to his right, gets to the 20. He's at the 30. Needs to cut in. He comes back up the right sideline. Breaks the third tackle. Comes down to the 30. He's down to the 20. He's down to the 10. He's down to the 5. He's down to the end zone. Touchdown! Touchdown! 49ers! 96-yard run from scrimmage. Garrison Hurst.
Young, back to throw. In trouble, he's going to be sacked. No, gets away. He runs, gets away again, goes to the 40, gets away again, to the 35, cuts back at the 30, to the 20, the 50, the 10. He died. Touchdown, 49ers. 7 Owens, 27-yard line. 49ers into the backfield. It's on third down. He'll take it himself for a first down. Left hip. Third down, Alex takes the snap. Alex looking down in post, and it's good! Touchdown! Touchdown 40! But it's second down. Ryan takes the snap, goes to slant to the left side. It's Russell, intercepted! The 49ers pick it, and Navarro Bowman is redemption! Navarro Bowman running it all the way for the touchdown! Kaepernick shoots it. Hold everybody. Colin Kaepernick. What a game. Touchdown. Yeah.
What's going on, faithfuls? Mike is back from the Nothing But Niners crew, and this is going to be our first episode of Bedtime Confessions. All 49ers, okay? Promise you guys it's going to be all 49ers related, all right? Listen, I'm your guy, 49ers Mike _NFL, and I'm here to bring you guys something new, something special, something spontaneous. And this is going to be a series that continues probably for the life of the Nothing But Niners channel. And what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to chime in when I can't sleep. I'm going to share you guys all of my thoughts, not topics for the next show, not things that other people have discussed or anything like that. But a lot of the times when we're doing shows, I kind of have to play the moderator. I kind of have to be the middleman. And so what I'm going to do tonight is bring you guys some of my thoughts, some things that I might not get to share, some things that I may not want to share. Sometimes we don't have a show scheduled for 2 or 3 days. And I'm like, hey, I feel like talking Niners. So tonight's episode is going to be a combination of all of that. All right, but we're going to get to it. If this is your first time here on the YouTube page, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button and turn on those notifications. Give us a follow on Twitter and Snapchat. That is Nothing But 9ERS. And then give us a follow on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitch. That is Nothing But Niners. Okay. Now, if you guys notice, I started the show with pew. That's the little 22. I can't do the click, click, boom. That's some big boy. I can't do that. All right. It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning over here. My wife is in bed. She's half asleep. TV's on watching her. She's watching it. You guys probably hear it in the background. But you know, we're gonna sit here and keep this chill. Can you guys hear me? You guys got me, right? Okay. All right. I think you guys got me. Here we go. All right. All right. So listen, I have to talk to you guys. There's a lot going on in 49ers land, right? And I want to. Jimmy Garoppolo lights it up today, right? Trey Lance had a good day, but not as electric as we've heard before. And then before that, it was Trey Lance is electric. Jimmy, not so much. Trey Lance is electric. Jimmy, not so much. People are going to war over this thing. Eric Crocker did a video, or not a video. He did a Twitter speaker thing. I forget what they're called, but it was Trey Lance versus Jimmy G is Bloods versus Crips or something along those lines. And it feels like that. The tension, the animosity towards one another, it's real. Okay. It's real. And I got, man, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know if it should be that way. I don't know if it is that way. Okay. I think Jimmy Garoppolo is going to have great days at camp. I think Trey Lance is going to have great days at camp. We're going to see 3 preseason games here. I think of the 4 quarters Jimmy Garoppolo is going to play, he's going to have 2 really good quarters. I think of the 8 quarters or 6 quarters that Trey is going to play, he's going to have 3 or 4 really good quarters. None of it really means anything. Okay, we heard about the installs that they did today and how they looked, and Trey seemed to struggle in those installs, and it seemed different when things weren't scripted for the young man, right? When he couldn't study ahead of time and know where he was supposed to go with the ball. It was just kind of, shoot from the hip and dissect things and make your own calls. He seemed to struggle a little bit, but that should be expected. That's not a knock on Trey Lance. It's a step in the right direction for Trey Lance. I heard people knocking Jimmy Garoppolo's fantabulous day, right? Yeah, I said fantabulous. It's got to be the 1 a.m. thing. I don't hold that against me. All right. Are you jumping in the comments? I woke my wife up officially. I heard people knocking Jimmy's great day of practice, right? And you know what they were saying? Yeah, well, 7 of the 11 starters weren't in there. So, Jimmy's just, okay, all right, well, that's cool. I hear you, but so what? So what? Look at stuff as an individual situation and break it down. That's what I'm going to do right now. Okay. So I want Trey Lance to start week 1. I also want Jimmy Garoppolo to start week 1. Okay. And I go back and forth all the time. But you know what I want more than both of that? I want the 49ers to win week 1. That's what I really want. I want to see the 49ers win week 1. I don't care if that's with Trey Lance. I don't care if that's with Jimmy Garoppolo. I just want to see us win. We all know what the future is, okay? We know that the 49ers are eventually going to be quarterbacked by Trey Lance. That's not something that you can second guess, third guess. It is a fact. The question is really, when is it going to happen? None of us know the answer to that, right? That kind of stuff is boring. But why do we hype up Trey in practice and then downplay Jimmy? Why do we downplay Trey? Oh, he's only going against the backups, and then hype up Jimmy when he has a great day. You know why? Because we're all emotionally invested in this team and its players. All right. Now, you can be on whichever side you want, and you're going to want to hear that that player is excelling at that day's practice. That's what you're going to want to hear. And when you get the opportunity, you're going to gloat because you're proud. That's like my guy right there, right? I mean, you guys have been watching the show long enough. When Ahkello Witherspoon has a good show, what do? Oh, I come in here. No, y'all got to give my guy his props, right? When Dante Johnson has a good show, what do? A good game, you guys got to give my guy his props. Well, you guys out there feel the same way about your preference at quarterback. But I'll be honest with you. Nobody, and I repeat, nobody wants to see either of those guys fail while they're wearing the red and the gold. Okay? They're 2 different quarterbacks. Trey Lance and the 2-minute offense is probably going to be a lot worse than Jimmy Garoppolo in the 2-minute offense. Okay? And my wife is going to play advertisements. It's cool. Trey Lance is going to be a lot worse than Jimmy Garoppolo in the 2-minute offense. Okay? Jimmy Garoppolo is probably going to be a lot worse than Trey Lance running RPOs and formations out of the pistol and the triple threat option and things like that, right? Like Trey Lance is going to do those things a lot better than Jimmy Garoppolo. That doesn't make one guy better or one guy worse. It makes them different. Kyle Shanahan wanted something different. And until that different factor is ready to run the team in its entirety, the other guy who they know is going to do X, Y, and Z well is going to be the guy. And 49er fans should applaud that because most teams don't have the options that we have. Now, I'm saying all this, and it's possible. Jimmy could get traded in 2 days. We could go out there week 1 and preseason comes and we're playing this game and, all these people go out and all the other teams go out and 4 or 5 quarterbacks fall. All of a sudden the quarterback market is thin, and knock on wood, that doesn't happen. I wish injury upon nobody, but it could happen. And if it does, all of a sudden, Jimmy Garoppolo is a hot commodity, right? And the Niners could trade him. They could absolutely trade him. It could happen. Who knows, right? But here's what I do know. None of us, and I repeat, none of us want to see either of those guys fail when they're wearing the colors that we're proud of. Nobody. And so we got to stop pitting each other against each other. Okay. Now there's some other things that have been happening that I'm really, really excited about in camp. When it comes to the quarterback position, my final thought is going to be this. I don't get to share all of my thoughts, but I am back and forth a lot. I am all over the place a lot on this situation because I change weekly. Am I excited about Trey? Absolutely. And that really, really is what it is. It's the excitement of something new, something different, right? I was so anxious for Colin Kaepernick. Like when I saw what he could do against the Bears that night, oh man, it was a Monday night football game, last game of the week, and Jay Cutler just got hurt. It was Colin Kaepernick versus Jason Campbell, and both of the best defenses in the NFL were about to square off on primetime TV. Which defense could last longer? And Cap went out there and he tore their asses up. Oh, it was a thing of beauty. He was throwing deep down the sideline to Kyle Williams. He was throwing to the opposite sideline to Vernon Davis. And he was running and scrambling and keeping plays alive, keeping his eyes downfield. He was decisive. Whew. I never wanted to see Alex Smith again. I said, that's why you get that guy in the second round. That's why you do it. Fast forward to the Super Bowl. The Niners start out getting blown out. Game management looks terrible. You know what I said in the back of my mind during that Super Bowl? I wish Alex Smith was in there. I do. Guys, none of us know how this is going to end up. None of us know if Trey Lance is really going to be the guy that we want him to be. None of us know if Jimmy's going to have a better or worse career than Trey Lance. But what we do know is this. We're passionate about those colors. And there's always going to be those people who say, I got it right. I knew that was the guy all along. There's always going to be those people that say, I told you were wrong. You messed up. I told you that wasn't it. And they're going to plaster it all over your timeline. They're going to let us know in the comments and all that stuff. But here's what we all can agree on. 49ers win a Super Bowl. Everybody's on this video to do victory shots. We celebrate together as a family. They don't care if it's Jimmy Garoppolo at that point. They won't care if it's Trey Lance at that point. They won't care if it's Nate Sudfeld at that point. They want to celebrate and take the shot at the same time because that's what faithfuls do. We want to pit against each other, but it's all because we think our guy is better. That's why. That's what it's all about. So, cool. Now, listen to this, guys. Let me look through these comments. What's up to everybody out there watching this crap live, okay? I appreciate you guys. I see Hodge is in the building. Yeah, Hodge, a late one tonight. I'm all the way back at the beginning of the comments. Mike, great IG call with Croc, by the way. Thank you very much. I haven't been on IG in a while, so that must be an old one, but thank you. Prime time and competing with Jimmy Kimmel. Hey, tell Jimmy I said take a back seat. He'll be okay. Yes, Mike is in bed. This is Bedtime Confessions, Mark. All right, Bedtime Confessions. Late for y'all on the East Coast, ain't it, Mike? Miss Debbie, it's after 1 a.m. and I got work in a few hours. All right. But shout out to everybody that's out there. Mariah's in the building, guys. Go show her some love. Let me put her name up here. Go show Mariah some love over there. She's got a channel. I believe her first video is officially up. Go show some love to the young lady, okay? Anybody out there putting 49ers content out there, taking the time out of their day, listen, it's not easy. It's not easy. It's tough. I'll be honest with you guys. This is a good time of the year to start because there's plenty to talk about. You know, but when next year rolls around, and it's the end of April, the draft is over, and you have nothing else to talk about, it gets tough. So anybody out there putting in some time, giving a little bit of effort, you know, there's people who punch a clock, and then they punch out, and they go home and take care of kids, and then they try to do this. They try to get on videos. They end up doing videos from bed with their significant others, making faces and giving them the finger because they're talking too much. It takes some time. It takes some sacrifice. And so I applaud anybody that's out there trying to do this. Go show love to any and everybody. And if it's not your cup of tea, it's not your cup of tea. If you love it, you love it. But go give them a shot because you guys out there that are watching this now are the same people that love your 49ers. You're not watching this because of being a generic fan or, you know, just an avid, you know, you guys are out there because you are super fans And so that's what I like to see. Okay. Now listen. All right. Check this out. Again, shout out to everybody that's out there in the chat. And if I didn't catch you guys, no disrespect at all. I got a couple of other thoughts that I need to share here, and I want to get to them. Okay. I don't know how much of a topic this is going to be on our next show that we have scheduled for you guys on Tuesday. So let me just tell you guys my thoughts here. I was excited when I heard that Emmanuel Mosley was back from his COVID-19 list. All right. He was back, and he actually got reps with the ones today. He was one of the 4 starters on defense. I was expecting to hear some positive things. I'm going to do a little bit more digging, try to find out what exactly happened today. But I'm ready for him to step up. I'm ready to hear more positive things, not just from him, because okay. Let me talk about this video. I don't know if we're going to discuss this on the show, and even if we do, I won't say much. I'll let the other guys break this down, okay? But there was this video of Diamador Lenore going up against Austin Watkins Jr., okay? And Lenore was a little timid at the line of scrimmage. When he realized it was a go route, he hit the burners. He realized he was never going to catch up to this wide receiver to get in front of him or get in a position to break the ball up. So all he could do was play the hands, and he did. And as soon as that receiver put his hands out to catch the ball, he knocked him down. With those big, strong hands of Watkins Jr., he was able to still haul it in. I love that play by Lenore. Yeah, it was a touchdown, okay? But his recovery, his dissection of the play, none of it was perfect. Absolutely none of it was perfect. He could have been better at the line of scrimmage. He could have realized that it was a go after a certain point. Eric Crocker talked about the checkpoints. All right, it's not a 5-yard. It's not a 6-yard. It's not a 20-yard, right? Eric Crocker talks about the checkpoints. At some point, your timers have to go off. But here's what I will say. For someone we haven't heard anything about throughout all of training camp, except that one video that got the team in trouble, seeing him do that was very, very good. Because if that's his floor, that's the bottom line right there, he's only going to get better. And the steps that he can take and the ladder that he can climb, it's very, very, very positive. I love seeing that from that young man. So Lenore, keep up the good work, man. Keep hustling. Keep going at it, man. I really, really enjoyed that play. So thank you for that. And Watkins, excellent catch, man. Excellent catch. I believe the throw was from Rosen. Perfectly placed ball. And the receiver, way to bring that down, because 90% of the time, that ball, if it's played that same exact way, that ball's not getting caught. That was a hell of a play by Watkins. All right. So, shout out to him for that. I was really happy about that. Congratulations to John Lynch. This is something that we're going to discuss on the show. I was so happy to see him up there partying with Lionel Richie all night long. I'm sorry, I'll leave the singing to Breezy. But man, that was really cool. My man had the tie around his forehead. Did you guys see the thing? Did you guys see it? John Lynch was out there having a great time, man. And I saw the picture of his bust. It actually looks like John Lynch. They all don't come out that well. So they took some time in crafting that one. That was very, very good. I absolutely love seeing it. And I wish that the night lasted longer. I wish it lasted longer. Those are memories that we take with us to the grave. And I'm just very, very happy for John Lynch. Congratulations on the Hall of Fame induction, and many more good things. Hopefully we can get you in there as a GM also. Okay. I did see this question here, and I am going to talk about this because I'm not sure it's worth discussing on a show with the guys. Brunel, you get our first posted. Technically it's our second, because I did post Mariah. Mariah was our first posted comment on the Bedtime Confessions. But here's the second one here. Mike, what's your thoughts on this, on C.J. Henderson potentially being traded? And do you think the Niners will try to make a move? I saw the report, and the person who originally tweeted it out, right underneath that, it seems like after he posted it, he was contacted by the agent and the team, and they said, hey, man, there's no static, there's no friction. Henderson is not going anywhere. He's fine over here in Jacksonville. So, your tweet is BS. And he didn't tweet the last part, but the fact that he decided to tweet almost a redaction of what he posted lets me know that Henderson's not going to be traded anywhere. So don't get your hopes up out there, faithful. He's not likely to come to the 49ers. And even if he was on the trade block, what are the odds that Trent Baalke wants to trade back to the 49ers? I just don't think it's happening. All right. So those are my thoughts on that. What else have we got here, man? Let me see here. John V said John Lynch had red wine spilled on his jacket last night. My man was getting it in. And John V is another person out there doing this thing, man. Guys, go show some support. You guys see the name right there. Go find them. Go click the link. My man's starting his channel also, man. You guys have everybody you want to see out there. I promise you. If everybody out there you want to see, all your favorite people from the commenters, from the comments on all your favorite shows, they're starting shows. Go out there and show some love. Go show some love, guys. All right. John V, thanks for the shout out. My man Ali, Big Mike. Are we keeping 3 quarterbacks? Yes, we are. If I have things going my way, my quarterbacks are going to be in order. QB1, Jimmy Garoppolo. That is until Trey is ready. QB2, Trey Lance. QB3, Nate Sudfeld. Yep, I said it. I don't think Josh Rosen is going to be here. I think, listen, there was a clip that went out. We were seeing all these videos of Jimmy and Trey making all these throws, and everyone was looking at them like, oh man, look at that throw. Balls are wobbly. They're getting there. They're receptions, but they're ducks, right? I saw the most pretty throw I saw all at training camp. This was like Wednesday or Thursday. I saw this video. It's a beautiful throw. Deep ball, right into the breadbasket. Came from Sudfeld. Nobody talked about that play. Nobody talked about it. Keep your eyes on that kid. That kid is meant to be in the NFL. He's meant to be a backup. That kid is someone who does not mind staying where he's at and helping someone else get better. And that is an attribute that is a value to a team, especially someone with a young quarterback. All right? So, hello. So, keep that in mind, guys. Now, listen, I've been on for 22 minutes and 39 seconds. I'm going to get out of here. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. That's going to do it for our first episode of the Bedtime Confessions, okay? Just a couple of things I had to get off my chest to talk to you guys about, all right? I appreciate you guys. And I'm going to see you guys probably on Tuesday, unless there's breaking news. All right? Prepare for glory, anticipate pain, but always remain faithful. Peace out.
We all gas, no brakes, pumped up, no fakes. We spinning, we winning, we high stakes. We never miss, we all makes. Look at us dudes trying to prove, bringing you news with nothing to lose. Mike, Nick, Tony, Wayne, Method Man, we bring the pain. Hey, see, I'ma confess it. We under the pressure. If you looking to find us, we them nothing but Niners. Nothing but Niners. We nothing